Okay, so, hi, my name's Liam, and today I'm going to be teaching Everest and Chris sailing flags. Now our objective is, if you're at the sailing committee of the regatta you're racing, put up a series of flags, you'll be able to interpret and identify the flags. So, what do flags mean?
I would assume they would have something to do with notifying a sailor of a certain thing happening.
No. Alright, so the International Sailing Committee has created an alphabet with flags, each flag corresponding to numbers or letters. And we use signal flags, just like everyone was saying, to convey messages such as where the vessel is from, whether the vessel requires aid. They're also used for racing. They tell racers what the status of the race is, whether it's postponed, how long until the race starts. So there's three main classes of signal flags. There are abandonment signal flags, preparation signals, postponement signals, and that's about it. So, for the abandonment signals, there's three different types. There's the end signal, which, take a guess. Take a guess what it means.
Neutral.
No.
It means the race is ending.
Close. It means that all races that have started are abandoned and all sailors are to return to the starting area. And then they'll have the flag up until everyone's back, and the race will start after 1 minute after the flag's been taken down. Right? And now there's an N over H signal, which means it'll have the N flag with the H flag below it. Right? And what do you think that means?
Not hospitable? Wait. I don't know.
Alright. Well, what it means is that, again, because the N flag is there, that all races are abandoned, and that there are further signals ashore. Use the same signal as the N flag as well as the right and red flag below it. So, now we have a recurring pattern. We have the N over A signal flag. What do you guys think that means?
All races are done, and all signals are go.
Close but no cigar. All races are done, there'll be no more racing for that day.
I was going to say that.
And it has the N flag with the A flag below it. Now we're on to postponement signals. Postponement signals are used to postpone certain events in sailing, examples, races, and regattas. So our first signal is called the AP signal. This signal means that races not started are postponed. And the warning signal will be made 1 minute after removal, unless at that time the race is abandoned or postponed. And it looks kind of like a windsock, just not round. And the AP over H signal.
AP over H.
Yeah, so it's got the AP flag over the H flag.
And races will start in 1 minute.
No.
Races, information at shore.
Yes. Good job, Patrick. Alright, so yeah, like Chris said, that the race is not started, postponed, and there's further signals ashore. And now there's AP over A. What do you think that means?
Look at me, I'm learning.
All races postponed, and the A stood for everything's abandoned.
Yes, right, you're on a roll. Alright, so yeah, races not started are postponed, and there's no more racing for that day. And now there's postponed pennants. which are, the flags are coordinated with numbers. So if you could take a guess what numbers and postponement have to do together?
Postpone time?
Yes, exactly. So for each different flag, they were set to a certain number, right? So the P1 flag is kind of like, looks like Japanese flag, just in a triangle shape. Means that everything, whether it's postponed or something like that, for 1 hour.
Pretty good.
Make sense?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So there's 9 of those.
9 hours?
No, 9 different. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right?
Okay.
Because that way you can make any time or 9 minutes or something like that. So now there's preparation signals, and within these preparation signals, there's 3 types. There's penalty signals, recall signals, and course changes, and also preparation signals. Sorry, 4 types. The preparatory signals, there are 4 different types of those. The I signal is a signal for Rule 301, which is a race starting rule. It means kind of if you're cheating, that you have to do an extra lap.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's like a...
Wait, people cheat in field?
Well, yeah, because you have the starting line, right? And if a minute before the race you're above it, you can get penalized for it, right? Okay, so then now there's the Z signal, which is the signal rule for 302, which is kind of a similar rule. There's the black signal, which pretty much means you're out, kind of like a black flag. Yeah, and then there's the P signal, which is the standard prep, so which is like 30 seconds before they'll put up, or sorry, a minute before they'll put up the P flag for the race, and then 30 seconds they'll drop it, and every 10 seconds they do some short whistle blasts. Okay, so now there's a series of signals called the recall signals. So, let's say if something goes wrong at the beginning of the race, they'll raise a flag, blow a bunch of whistles, and all boats start with that. The first one is called the egg signal, which is an individual recall. So let's say you have an issue with your boat, they would wave that at you and blow you down, and you come back. And the other one's the first substitute signal. The signal's it's a general recall, the warning, and so that means that everyone's going to come back. So they'll put up this flag, and everyone comes back. And the third one is the S signal. That means that the course has been shortened. Yeah, so whether that means change to a certain leg of the race, or they've adjusted. All right. And moving on from that, or going forward with that, there's course change signals. So there's 4 of them. There's the C signal, which means the position of the next mark has been changed. So if you're doing like an upwind, downwind, let's say they move the upwind, and they would put up the C signal. The starboard signal is they move the mark to the starboard. They have another one for port, which means they've moved to port. And there's an increase and decrease signal, which is basically a white flag or a minus or a plus sign, which means that they've either increased or decreased the leg of the race. And there's other signals, so we'll do some more guessing at this one. The L signal, what do you guys think that is?
Lincoln.
No.
Late.
It's not. This is in a short notice. This competitor has been posted, which means that like they've kind of won, right? And which means you have to come in within hail, which is kind of like close to them, and like all hail the leader, or follow the vessel. Yeah, the M signal is the object. What do you think that is? M.
High.
No. No. M. Word starts with M.
Momentum.
I said it 3 times already.
Word.
No.
Mood.
No.
Monster.
Nope.
On the man.
So the M signal is the mark signal, which means whatever object between that flag is acting as a mark. So let's say someone had a little rig boat that they went out there and stuck the flag up. Everyone, all sailboats have to go around that boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the Y signal.
Because.
No. Means where your
Yield.
PFD. No, where it means where your PFD.
Your PFT?
Personal flotation device.
Oh, where
I
your
got
PFT?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. PFT.
Yeah.
Cool.
police. Cool. And also, the blue flag signifies that the committee boat is in position at the finish line.
Not the water.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a test. Here's a flag. What kind of flag is it, and what does it mean?
That is the AP over H flag. Race is not started, and they are postponed. Further signals back at the boathouse or shore.
Awesome. Good job.